Hello student, we have started chapter 6 energy and power resources. In this chapter we were discussing about different sources of energy through we are generating electricity and meeting our domestic as well as the industrial demand. So in first video already we have covered that is the importance of the solar energy. In second video we have to discuss that is hydropower electricity. Hydro means water and power means generating electricity. You will find in India there is a first hydropower plant which was in Darjeeling. In year you will find that is in year 1998. Darjeeling in year 1998, and second hydroelectricity power plant was built in Shiv Samudram. In year 1902 in Karnataka. Now, as we are knowing, hydroelectricity is a source of clean energy. So there are some conditions are required which are very necessary for establishing any dam. So what conditions matter for the establishment of any hydroelectricity dam or river multi-purpose dam? So we are going to discuss that those conditions which are very necessary for their setup. The first one is that it should be area which is a mountainous region. Mountainous area or upland. So when the fall of water is easily helping for the rotation of the turbine and that ultimately generating electricity. Second, you will find the climatic conditions should be moderate. It means as India is a subtropical country, so here the moderate type of climatic conditions are found here. Water is not freezed. When water is not freezed, it means continuous flow of water. Water is continuous in the flow, and these flow helping for the rotating the turbine. Water is not freezing. Throughout year we have continuous flow of the water. So in that way it is a helpful. Again we also it is very important the river which is the water which is flowing, it should be silt free. It should be silt free. Why I am saying it should be silt free? Because if it is carrying the small sediments, pebbles and other granules, so it can damage the turbine, and then after it become very difficult for the generation of the electricity. So we also have to be aware that water should be silt free, and this can be mainly built on the perennial river. Which river? Perennial river. Why we are mainly focusing on the building dams on the perennial rivers? Because in perennial river we are having water throughout the year. During monsoon water we are getting from rainfall, and during summer or during other season we are getting water by melting of glaciers. So in that way the flow of water is in continuous form throughout the year, and easily we are harnessing the water resources while using these things. Next one is wherever a dam we are having, this should be close to industrial zone. industrial zone. If there is an industrial zone near the any water dam, so easily we can transmit the electricity. Otherwise, if we are transmitting electricity to the far area, the electricity can be lost easily because it has to travel the long distances in during the transmissions. It can lost it easily lost. So we have to keep aware wherever we are generating it, near that area we have to supply so the transmission loss can be reduced. Now Indian government, you are finding there are the number of the projects which are based on these hydroelectricity dam projects. In previously when we were started this, the main objective was for the setup of all these hydroelectrical power project was for the meeting the demand of water for the irrigation as well as for the domestic use. But later on the government emphasized some of the important step which is taken, and that is why the name is given River Multi-Purpose Project. Name is given River Multi-Purpose Project. Why it is a multi-purpose? Because here you are finding meeting the requirement more than 2, 3. What these 2 or 3 or 4 these are? The first you are finding during the summer or the drought spell, the farmers are getting water for the irrigation of their crop as well as meeting domestic needs. Second, you are finding dams are now also helping for the controlling of flood. It also help in controlling of flood. Excess water can be stored in dam, so the flood situation during the monsoon when the river level is rising easily can control the flood also. Then you are finding it also providing industrial meeting the industrial demand for water. And one the most important, that is meeting the demand of electricity by generating electricity. So these are important benefits or objectivity of setup of any river multi-purpose project. Now you are finding there are the number of the objectivity, the meeting the irrigation requirement, meeting domestic uses, control of floods. Then you are finding industrial demand of water can be fulfilled by these dams, and then after you are finding generation of electricity. So number of objectivity, a number of your objectivity can be fulfilled by the rivers dam, and that is why name is given rivers multi-purpose projects. So these river multi-purpose project, we have some advantages. What advantages we have? The first one is that this is a clean energy. This is a clean energy. Second, you are finding once it is set up, then the cost effective is very less. It is a cost effective. When I am saying cost effective, it means input charges are very less. So we benefited for the long time. Once you are installing turbine, it can run for the 20 years. So it's very beneficial. And there are the some disadvantages also we have. Disadvantages we have. See, we have a lot of the, every coin have the two sides. If there is a benefit, there is a loss also. So you are finding wherever the dam is constructed, so number of, you will find cutting off or deforestation take place. Even the villagers, they are displaced, they are displaced because of the dam. So number of the disadvantages are also carried while the making the construction of any dams. So for this, thank you, and we'll continue in the next video. Thank you.